everyone, this is Barbie with Jeannie's Designs, and this is what we're making today. The Catalina Crossbody by Oro Rosa. I mean, it is just, sorry, light in my face. It's a gorgeous bag. It's all about the purple. I have rainbow hardware, that's purple. I have purple zipper tape. And on the inside is purple. Let me lift this up so you can see. So you have a slip pocket, 8 card slots, a huge bag on the inside, and on the other side you have another slip pocket and a zipper pocket. And on this one I put two zipper pulls and 1.5 inch hardware and strap. You know, I've kind of gotten into the 1.5 inch. It's just easier on your shoulders and it's easier to carry, I think. Go get the pattern. Let's make it together. Let's get started. Hi everyone, this is Barbie with Jeannie's Designs. I'm getting ready to do the Catalina Crossbody by Oro Rosa. I have sold most of the ones that I have, so I decided I need to make another one. It's a very popular shape bag. You'll see what it looks like before this clip. So this is what I'm making it out of. Snake skin with purple and golds, and then purple for the lining. I'm not going to go over each piece. I'll go over each piece as I make it. And then I'm using 1.5 inch webbing and rainbow hardware. Very cute. I am trying to use my microphone again today and see if I can remember to turn it on and off. Let's get started. All right, so I'm going to start making with my crossbody strap. So I'm just going up and over. And then I forgot to change my thread. I knew I forgot to do something. Then I'm just folding that over. And let me change my thread. All right, so this is the strap connector. This goes under the bag. So I'm using a contrasting purple. I just thought it looked pretty. And then on each end, I do have a piece of Decaville Light because this is what's going to hold the strap. And it just needs, for me, a little extra stability. And I just cut a 2-inch piece because I'm using 1-inch hardware here. There will be raw edges under here because it gets sewn on and you won't be able to see it. This is Safano by Indolo Creations. It actually is one of my favorites. It sews beautifully and it looks great. All right, so about 1.5 inches. I just realized I was watching one of my videos. I was editing it, and I realized I say all right all the time. I have to fix that because for me that was annoying. So I'll fix that. I just said it though. All right, so measure down what she tells you to in the pattern. Add your D-ring. And fold that over at that mark. And I got tape there. There we go. perfect. Yeah. Okay. Now I didn't mark it, but I marked my centers here because we're going to add this as even as we can. Actually, you could mark it. Let me just do that. Oh, please. I'll just mark it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to see this, however. Let me see. Barely. Yeah. Barely can I see it. You won't see that mark because this is going to be covering it. So I'm just going to add this as evenly as I can. And I'm just going to eyeball it. Let's see. Yeah. That's perfect. Let's see if I got it even on both sides. Oh my gosh. It's a miracle. All right, then I'm going to mark down from my D-ring. And I'm just doing this. I don't know what she says in the pattern. I'm marking down 1/2 inch from my hardware, from the fold. And that's where I'm going to pivot. So I'm going to start on the bottom because I'm going to pull those threads to the back. Okay, I'm going to pivot. Then I'm going to have to go backwards to avoid my D-ring. Just for a few stitches. And then I can turn it around. I don't like to get close to my hardware. Man, that double-sided tape didn't stick, did it? All right, let me pull that to the back. Probably not that important because look at that, it's not sticking. That's all right. It's probably not that important to pull your thread to the back, but the reason I say that is because number one, this matches very well. I just need to go one little bitty stitch here. There we go. And it's on the bottom. It just looks more professional if you do it. Okay, let's tie those off. So I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but you can't even tell I started and stopped that because you pull those to the back. Now I will put a D-ring, a rivet here and here. So I put a rivet on both ends. Perfect. Now take your exterior pocket lining and the exterior and sew those together, right sides together at the seam allowance in the pattern. Yep, I unthreaded my machine. I put a new needle in. I'm trying to be very careful because it's like sharp. Okay. All right, then we're going to turn that. Oh, I said all right. I did it again. Oh, well. Now we are going to open that seam. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put some double-sided tape because we want this seam to remain open while we do some stitching here. So I'm just doing it on both sides, just 1/8 inch. If you're using material that you could press, I definitely would do that instead of using double-sided tape. But then we're going to top stitch on both sides of this. Okay, just checking my microphone. So then you're going to fold those wrong sides together and you're leaving what she tells you in the pattern hanging over. And then we're going to turn this to the right side and top stitch 1/8 of an inch. Okay, so that's what you should have. That's how it looks on the back. You should have some of the exterior fabric hanging out down here, and that's absolutely okay. All right, I think I'm gonna put my tag here, and while I still can fold that up and out of the way, I think I'm gonna put it there. I'll be right back. All right, so I put my tag there. Looks pretty good. Purple, you know, I love purple. All right, now we're gonna lay this right side up, and we're gonna bring that lining down and clip the bottom together. If you haven't ever done any Oro Rosa patterns, you almost learn something new every time. And now we're going to sew that together at the seam allowance in the pattern, along just the straight edge, long straight edge. All right, now let's turn that right side out. Oh yeah, we got to clip it. Clip the outside piece. Actually, we'll just trim the whole thing. Now let's turn it right side out. I haven't made this in so long. I have the directions up here on the iPad because it's been quite a bit of time. I've slept since then. All right. Oh my gosh, that is perfect. There's your outside pocket. If you could iron this, I would, but mine's vinyl, this snake skin, so I'm not ironing it. I'll just clip it. Oh my gosh, that looks so good. All right, next step. All right, measure up from one of your front panels what it tells you to in the pattern, and we're going to lay that pocket right on that line. And it's going to extend over the edge, and that's okay. We will trim it. And now we're going to just sew this bottom edge. Cute. And then we're going to do the sides. You know, I should have done it from the back, but that's okay. I think I can see it well enough. Let's do this one from the back, just so we can make sure we're catching the corner. Okay. And now trim that corner off. Just like that. Perfect. Look at that. Huge slip pocket. Now, I did not put a snap here. I am not putting the D-rings under here either. This is a great pocket to slip your phone in and out of, so I just leave it as it is. All right, so let's do our zipper pull, our zipper panel. We're just going to, I'm going to baste. This is how she does it, and I'm just following her. Zipper is right side up and attached to the lining. Just going to baste that lining. place. Make sure you have your zipper pulls on. There's 2. And then attach your lining, your exterior, and do the full seam allowance. I just fixed that. It wasn't quite straight and I didn't like it. Okay, and then fold those wrong sides together and stitch around those, top stitch, and baste those in place. Okay, and just repeat that with your other side. I'm going to just do it my normal way this time. So let's add our exterior gusset. Right sides together. And our lining gusset. Right sides together. And sew that at the seam allowance in the pattern. Make sure your D-ring is out of the way. I'm just going to trim that zipper. And we're also going to just do the same thing here that we did, cut those corners. And then we're going to fold that over and top stitch. Okay, just make sure your lining is pulled out of the way and your top gusset is out of the way. Okay. And then we're going to pull the other lining or right sides. Just going to fold my D-ring down. Attach that. And bring the lining right sides together with the lining. And sew that together at the seam allowance in the pattern. Okay, and trim those. Turn those right sides out and wrong sides together. Match your centers. And we're going to baste that bottom gusset together. So let's find our center. I think I already marked my centers, which I did. I just am double checking them. My centers in here. And find the center of your zipper. Panels. And then I don't think we're going to need it, but find the center of your gusset. Yeah, I don't think we need it, actually. Let me check. All right, so our gusset is done. So the next step is to take your zippered pocket lining, lay it right side up with the short end on the top and the bottom. Take your zipper and separate it. Oops, I just dropped it. And with the zipper right side up, I know this is one of the things that is kind of confusing, but it works every time. And we're just going to sew that in place by a basting stitch. Okay. And we're going to add the other side of our zipper. On the bottom. Just like that. Now I left mine long. I don't know if that's going to help me. I can't remember, honestly, if that helps me or not. So same thing. So on this piece, your zipper is right side up, and we're basting it on the both short ends. Okay, now take your zipper pocket lining exterior 1. And on mine, I just put a number 1 on the back and a number 2 on the other one, because there's 2. Okay, and we're going to lay that down, right sides down. And sew that with a full seam allowance. Okay, and you're going to fold that. Oh, nope, and then we're going to take number 2 and lay that on the other end and do the same thing. You can top stitch the other one before you do this. I think I will. So fold this back on itself and top stitch next to the zipper. Okay. Purple on purple on purple. And then we're going to repeat that with this other number 2 pocket. Just make sure they're coming out fairly even. Yeah. Okay. All right, and then do the same thing here. Fold that over and top stitch next to your zipper tape. Keep it nice and straight. All right, so that's what you have. So one side, you just have your one piece, and the other side has your 2 pocket pieces. Okay, so the next step is to fold your pocket lining, which is the one piece, right sides together, and we're going to attach our zipper pull. This can be a little bit of a challenge. That's why I left this long. It makes it easier. Just make sure your zipper ends are even. Okay. So now we have our zipper pull on. So that's what you should have. It's just an amazing thing, really. Pull this down just like this. Yeah. So you have your pocket here. And fold this down. Because we're creating a zipper pocket and a slip pocket all in one. So these 2 zipper pocket, the bottom raw edges should now pull together and match. And on the inside, you have a pocket. You have your zipper pocket. See that right there? So you also have a little bit of a lip here, and that's perfect. Now, I'm just going to clip it for the moment. And then I'm going to close my zipper, base that closed so it doesn't come apart and I don't lose my zipper pull. I don't know if she tells you to do that, but I don't like having a place where my zipper pocket come off. So now take your zipper pocket slip. And this is not a perfect square. One is a little longer, and you'll be able to tell because we're going to add this to that piece. And so we're going to attach that just like this. So what we've created is a slip pocket and a zipper pocket. Like I said, I mean, I've done this several times because I've made this bag several times, but every time it's like, okay, now what do I do? Okay, so you have a slip pocket back here. Just clip that. So there's a slip pocket there, and inside here is your zipper pocket. Now we're going to just baste. I'm going to baste all the way around. Okay, I'm going to cut off my extra zipper tape. And there you go. Now we're going to take our wings, piece E, and we're going to add those to the sides here. You should have two sets of mirrored pieces. And we're going to sew those together at the seam allowance in the pattern, yeah. Okay. And then you'll fold that over and we'll top stitch on the wings, piece E. Okay, same thing on this side. And fold that over and top stitch. Now, so you have your one of your inside pieces with the zipper pocket, a completed zipper pocket, and a slip pocket. So with your card slots, she gives explicit directions in the pattern, but you're going to have one large piece on the top on the left, then another space here, a smaller space here, larger space, small, larger, small, larger, small, and then you'll end up with a certain amount down here. So then you're gonna, so this one is folded to the wrong side. The next one is folded right sides together. The next one is wrong sides together. The next one is right sides together. So you can see we're making card slots. Until you have 4 rows of card slots, and just get them good and even. I am gonna top stitch on each one. So we're gonna top stitch on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sections. So the key with any card slot is to keep everything straight. I'm going to take a second here and clean these up. All my loose threads. I don't think you'll be able to see them because we have a fairly decent seam allowance, but you never know. Okay. So let's just make sure these are nice and even on both sides. Pretty good. So now you should have your card slots, and then divide them in half, and we're going to stitch right down that line. So I went over the top of the card slots a couple times just to give it a little more stability. Okay. Beautiful. Now you want to make sure that they're a certain, I'm getting another ruler, that they're a certain height. Yeah, they're a little too long, and that's okay. So let's just mark them from the top. They're really not terribly long, but they're just about 1/4 of an inch. And we're going to trim that off. Perfect. Perfect. Next step. So not only do you want it to be a certain length from here to here, you want it to be a certain length this way. So I did cut some off on both sides. And now you're going to take your card slot slip pocket, and we're going to lay that right on top, matching the bottom. And the sides. Okay. Now I'm going to baste that on. so it doesn't move on me. Perfect. 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 Okay, you never know. All right, take your wings, and we're going to do the exact same thing like we did before. We're going to lay those right sides together on both sides, stitch them at the seam allowance in the pattern, turn them and top stitch. So the next section is to put your front outside pieces with your lining piece. Typically, the the side with the pocket goes in the back where your zipper goes. So we're going to put those wrong sides together, and then the front will be wrong sides together. And we're just going to clip those all the way around, and then we will sew them all the way around. So let's add our gusset to our pieces. And it doesn't matter which way you do it, which side, because they're both equal. Just turn your gusset wrong side out. And we're going to line up our centers. And clip those in place. I usually put a few clips on the top, and then I'll do the bottom, and then I'll do the sides, and the corners are last. Clip your corners on your gusset. Always clip your straight edge. Which is your gusset. You could use staples here if you wanted to. I don't think I have in the past. It actually fits pretty good. Makes it easier a little bit if you open the zipper. It's amazing what little things like that do. All right, we'll do this on fast forward and we'll sew around that at the seam allowance in the pattern. So my next step, that really wasn't too bad, is to do the binding. And this is the best match I have, is this kind of a lavender fold over elastic. So we're going to use that. I was going to use the waterproof canvas, but it does fray just a little, and I didn't want to have anything that was going to fray. So I'm not going to use it. I'll use this. You know, it's kind of funny because purples and pinks, there are so many variations that you could have so many different colors in that colorway and still wouldn't have a good match. So you just have to do the best you can with what you have. This looks actually pretty good. It gets really thick over here, so just take your time. And I'll do this on fast forward. Now, I guess that I will try and do let me trim this. A seam here. I'm usually not very good at this, but I am going to try it. Let's see how we do. And trim that excess off. Yeah, I didn't make it tight enough. So let's do it again. Yeah. Mm. All right, let's do it. So that went pretty well, and I didn't have to go back over it. There's one little spot here, but it's fine. It's on the bottom. So let's put this piece on the exact same way, and we'll do that on fast forward. All right, let's do the binding on this side. So here we are. Now I will say on the bottom, I did one method where I sewed it together, and that's over here. And does it look great? No, but it's not bad. And then this is the side that I folded over. This is my preferred method. I just think it's easier. Now, this is going to be a little challenging to turn, so I'm going to sit back and we're just going to do our best. Here it is. The Catalina by Oro Rosa. So cute. So you have a huge slip pocket here. That's where I put my phone. And then on the inside, you have 8 credit card slots and a slip pocket. Let me see if I can get you some more light there. Yeah. So a slip pocket, 8 credit card slots, and on the other side, you have a zipper pocket and another slip pocket. This is a very popular shape today, and it's plenty big for everything you want to carry. So there you go. One additional thing, I did add a magnetic snap here. I just kind of felt like this pocket was too floppy, and I didn't want anything people put in it to fall out, so I added a magnetic snap. It's a rivet magnetic snap, so I did add it after the fact. I just added it. The bag was finished. So just FYI, a rivet magnetic snap to keep that pocket closed. That's it. Thanks. Have a great day. Bye, guys. Bye-bye.